record yourself from the back and do this drill, and you're gonna see that your hips and your arms are not gonna be close to each other, right?
Moves his weight, shifts back and left, and then he creates space so he can clear the hips.
Many coaches says, oh, if you got fast hips, you're gonna do early extension. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to GP Golfing. Today we got a really nice education, and it's about early extension. This is a problem with many golfers, and rotating their hips and getting their hips too fast will lead to your elbows and your arms to be stuck behind, so you will need to flip the club or push the ball, and it's not really a good place to be at your impact. So how this video is gonna go, essentially we're gonna go to the golf course and I'm gonna show you why early extension happens, what causes it, problems, solutions, and then I'm gonna show you some drills that you can do at your place when you're gonna be practicing, so you can finally get rid of your early extension. And then at the end of the video we're gonna go back here and I'm gonna do some home analysis on some tour players and of course on my swing in slow motion, so you guys can get more precise education on early extension. But yes, I think that's about it. Let's go to the golf course and we're gonna see you up there. Let's go.
So we are at the golf course right now, and the first thing I want to address is what actually is early extension, okay, and how do we actually come to the early extension. So let's go. So the early extension is this, okay, we go top of the swing, and then when we actually go to the impact, our hips are fast, okay. Many coaches says, oh, if you got fast hips, you're gonna do early extension. No, fast hips means you can actually generate power and you can get the consistent strikes if you actually move your weight transfer in the correct way, okay? And weight transfer is going to be the most important thing for early extension, and we're gonna talk about that later. So early extension, we go to the ball / impact, right? Our hips are AK too fast. We get stuck with our elbow and arm. And when you get stuck, when you don't have space, there's only two things that you can do. Either you push the ball, or you flip the club and it's gonna go left somewhere, right? So if your sequence is off and you got early extension, well, your shots are going to be very much off. So you cannot be very consistent with early extension. Now, how I'm gonna structure this? I'm gonna show you 4 different weight transfers, because this will determine if you're gonna have early extension or not, okay? And weight transfer is literally the cornerstone of your swing. If you don't understand how you move throughout the backswing and impact, well, you're not going to be able to control the ball. So I'm going to show you 4 different weight transfers, and 3 of them are really bad and 1 of them is actually good. And I've already covered this on my previous video. I think it was the first video of the long game, which is titled how coaches have been brainwashing you with weight transfer, and this is actually true. So check that video out. It's going to give you lots more knowledge on what I'm trying to say. So the first weight transfer is this one. And this one is literally divorced. If you're actually doing this, hopefully you're not. From here, boom, okay? Tilting and moving, go ready on the left. And then when you're here, you got nowhere to go. Your hips cannot go anywhere. If I move back, I'm gonna fall on my ass because I'm already on the left side. I can't move my hips left more, okay? If I move my hips back, yeah, you've already seen, right? I move my hips back, well, my hands are gonna lag, early extension, right? If I'm here and I try to move my hips that way, we rotate, our hips stay behind, we got early extension, okay? So never do this. So second weight transfer is this one, and this one is pretty bad as well. Well, this is the most common out of amateurs, I would say, and early extensioners. I think this is the most common one. So you go in the backswing, and then from here, you trigger your hips, bam, forward and left, okay? Watch, we go back, you trigger your hips, you go there, your hands are gonna stay behind the hips. You can't create space if you target your hips towards the ball, okay? There's only one way from here, and we got flipping and blocking, which in principle means early extension. Now let's move on to the third weight transfer. The third weight transfer is this one. We move to the right, and this has been inspired by power plates or pressure plates. I don't even know what they're called. Just have been ruining so many swings. You go to the right, and then from there, you kind of pressurize and you load up all your weight to the left, so then you can propel up, okay? So how this is gonna go, we move right, we go here, and then what happens when we are in this stage? our hips cannot move anywhere. If you try to move that way, you're gonna go with your hips very much fast and you're gonna stay behind. Okay, we're here, boom, we stay behind. There's no way for your hips to move or to go because you're already on the left side where your hips should be on the right side. So from here, if I go forward, I'm gonna stay behind. If I go back, I cannot go back because I'm gonna fall on my ass. Okay, so from here, boom, we rotate, aka bounce from like this, and we're gonna stay behind. Okay, and this is another example of early extension, and this all has to do with weight transfer. Now let me show you the correct way to actually set your weight transfer, shift your weight throughout the swing. Okay, watch from here, stand normally. Now you always have to have the feel that you move a little bit to the right. Either you sway a little bit to the right or you move a little bit to the right, and then from there we load up like this. Now the key here is, many coaches have been saying when you're in the backswing, you need to feel that you got pressure in the heels. No, big mistake. Why? Because when we go in the backswing, we already want to be loaded. We want to minimize the angles and certain weird movements. Okay, so when we go in the backswing, we already need to feel this right here pressure in the foot or in the middle front foot, and then in the left pressure foot. Okay, when we are here, we don't have to do anything. All we have to do is move our hips in the correct way. Now, how do we move our hips in the correct way so we create space? Like this. We go up, we move our hips left and back. Ooh, up. Okay? You see, left and back. Give me a sec. Watch. We go to the top of the swing. We move our hips left and back, and watch what's gonna happen with my club. Am I a little bit more in front? I'm not behind, right? Watch again. We are here. Boom. You see what happened to my club? It went in front of our body. Now watch what happens if I'm here and I move my hips forward. You see the difference? You see where my hands are right now, or if I go up and I transfer the weight correctly, do you see where my hands are right now? If you just grip the club with both hands, I think you get in a really, really good position. Okay? So this is the weight transfer that you need to do. You go to the top of the swing, and then from there, you don't have to do anything. You just have to move your hips left and back. So let me show you from this perspective. I think it's gonna be easier for you to understand. Here, left and back, okay? Watch. Left, left, back. And then from here, okay? From here, you're just gonna turn, and you're not gonna get your elbow and arms behind. You're not gonna have any more early extension. But let me tell you one thing. This move is very hard. It's very, very, very hard. And it's hard for me to explain in, a few minutes video. So check that brainwash video, and it's gonna tell you everything that you need to know about the proper weight transfer. But I just wanna show you how the hips will dictate your early extension. So when you go this way, your hands will already fall down and you're gonna go through the ball. Now why do I say the weight transfer? So you need to understand one thing, how the swing actually works. I'm gonna show you this slow motion, and hopefully I'm gonna give you narrative, okay? Narrative, yeah, something like that. When we go and when we start our backswing, our hands will still go up, 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 and then from there, when our hands are still going up, our hips will start to move, our hands will stay still, and then our hips will move our club into the correct path, bam, 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 and then we just move along the way. And when you get to the top of the swing, your hips should be the first thing to move your right club, okay? You do not want to go to the up of the swing and then start with your arms because, oh, I get stuck behind. No, you need to do a correct weight transfer to get your hands into the right position so you can clear the hips and actually move along the way. Now that you know this, I have one more drill for you. This is the drill that I'm not gonna say I invented, but I called it the 3-sequence drill. And how this drill is gonna go, essentially you're gonna grab your alignment stick or your club with one hand, and then from here we're gonna try to imitate this motion, okay? So you get the feel is not real, okay? So just keep that in mind. So you get the feel how you need to be. So the first thing is we move to the right, okay? We move our weight, we sway a little bit to the right, and then from there, I don't want you to move your hands. I want your hips to move your hands, okay? From there, we said left and back, so we exaggerate this feeling to get this in the proper position. So this is sequence 2, and then we just move along the way. So how this is gonna go? Sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3, okay? You can do this with both hands. We're gonna do sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3. Okay, watch it again. Sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3. And this drill will help you understand and get that exaggeration feel that you need to do to make this move. I don't know if you know, but Tiger Woods has been doing this drill on the driving range. You've probably seen this. Well, he goes up and he moves this way, okay? This is just the feel, so he knows how to clear the hips and get your hands in front of your body, okay? And this drill is very good, and you can do this with the club. So how this is gonna go with the club, you can hit the ball as well, and then from here you say sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3, okay? And trust me one thing, do this in slow motion with one hand, record yourself from the back and do this drill, and you're gonna see that your hips and your arms are not gonna be close to each other, right? When you do this drill, you actually realize how much space you can actually get, and you're gonna see that you're gonna be so far apart because feel is different, but it will just give you the feel that you actually need to clear your hips and stop early extending. Hopefully this gave you enough knowledge on early extension. Now we're gonna go at home and I'm gonna do some home analysis on my swing to show you how this swing and how weight transfer actually works in real time with some professionals as well. So we're gonna see you at home.
Alright, so we've gone through 4 different weight transfers. Now I have few slow motion videos. I have 8 iron, 2 iron, I have a 3 sequence drill, and some shots from front so you can actually see how the hips actually move. And of course I got Rory and Tiger so you guys can see their swings as well. So yeah, let's just start off with my 8 iron. So now from here you're gonna see how I go in the backswing. Now just watch how the left hip is gonna move back and left. Boom, right? You see this move? We go up, back and left, back and left, back and left. You see right here? Back and left, okay? For most amateur, as we said, I mean, there's different weight transfer, but the most common one from here you would throw your hips like forward and left, okay? So these hands would already be behind the club. So you would throw them this way and hips would go forward and your hands would stay behind, right? And then here I clear the hips. I've always had this kind of stuck here, but I've never been really early extended right here. I clear the hips and then I go forward along the way. And then of course we got my 2 iron right here. This is a little bit of a longer club. You're gonna see the same move. Watch here, watch, watch, watch. Now the hips move back and left, right? They don't move that way, or you know, like we said, very much forward on the left leg. And then here we clear the hips, bam, and we hit the ball, right? Of course I have a little bit of a flip because I don't clear the hips as enough as I should, but that's alright. Slowly getting to a point. Now here you're gonna see a 3 sequence drill. We're gonna go up. Now from here, the second sequence, we're gonna move our hips a little bit back, right? And then our hands are gonna fall in front. So this is a really nice thing. And then from there, we just move along. Here you're gonna see how I clear the hips very good. Of course, the feel is going to be different than, you know, the real, not the real, but yeah, feel is different than actually the reality. So yeah, here we clear the hips, and this is gonna help you get, you know, the right sequence so you don't move your hands, I mean your hips forward or get to the left leg, so I could actually do a proper weight transfer. Okay, now I got one from the front. Yes, right here. Watch this. All right, here watch the left hip, right? Watch. I'm not gonna go towards here, and the hips are not gonna move forward. They're gonna move back and left, right? This direction. You see, bam, back and left, right here. Did you see that? Boom, back, left. And now from here we create space, and then we move along and we clear the hips and the arms. So this is a really nice thing. Now from the club, you're gonna see how this is gonna move in a slow motion. Boom, hips back and left, boom, and we clear the hips. So this is how it actually goes in a slow motion. Now let's watch Tiger Woods. Here we go. Tiger Woods. Now just watch we're gonna watch the left side right here, the left side. Now just watch this move is gonna happen back and left. You see it moves back and left, and he's watch on the right side as well. He's doing the same move back and left, right? He's not, like, as we said, you know, the front feet right here, he already has the pressure there, so he doesn't have to, you know, go to the left or move his hips forward. So he pretty much just clears the hips a little bit back and left with this way, and then he moves and he creates the space that he actually needs. And then we got Rory, right? Watch the left side first. So right here, watch the left side. You see, boom, 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 the hips move, right? The hips move, right? So if I go back and if I drew a line right here, you're gonna see the hips will move a little bit more left. And then watch the right side right here. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back. You see, he's not gonna throw the hips forward. He's gonna move his hips back and left. He's already primed in his left and right foot, right? So he's not on the heels. And then from there, he just moves his weight, shifts back and left, and then he creates space so he can clear the hips. And this is what a true weight transfer actually, you know, does to your swing, because, you know, a lot of times you move your weight transfer wrong and then everything else sequence wrong. So yes, I think getting your weight transfer to a proper position and learning how to do a proper weight transfer is gonna help you get that early extension, you know, off and just, you know, fix it once and for all. So weight transfer is really such an important thing. I mean, in swing, I think it's actually one of the most important key aspects of our swing. And if you do your swing, your weight transfer wrong, I mean, everything else is gonna sequence wrong. So in this case, early extension happens because of our weight transfer. Of course, there's some other things that can happen, but this is the main part. So if you're gonna get your weight transfer to a similar position, back and left, and, you know, turn throughout this way, use the 3 sequence drills to get the feel, I think you're gonna be golden. So if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe. And if you haven't watched the brainwash video, check it out right here, and we're gonna see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye bye.